Hello, beautiful seekers. This is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to a pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading is, of course, a general reading and a timeless one, and you're meant to see it as and when you stumble upon it. It is a general clarity and guidance reading. I have been going through a period of disconnect, and I've been wondering why this is happening. Of course, we have a full moon coming up on the 24th of this month in Capricorn, but this is not a full moon reading like I typically do. This is just a general reading to because I wanted to do one for myself, and I thought maybe there are a lot of people out there who are going through different things at this time. So this is just to take a look at what is happening around us, what we can do to tide past this smoothly. Are there any lessons for us to learn from the situation? What is leaving us right now that we should be prepared for, and what is coming into our lives, right? So keeping these questions in mind, I've made shuffled out the cards already and laid them before you. There are five cards in each pile, which we shall look at for the reading. And at the end of each pile, I'll pull out advice cards from the Moonology deck. All right. So let's hop right in to the pile selection. I'm moving this out so that you don't get distracted. Here are your cards. There's something out here. This is pile number 1, the Light Seers Tarot or the Crystal Quartz. Is it in focus? Actually, the light here is so bright that it looks all right on the video, but I'm not able to see what's there on the camera. Pile number 2 is the Universal Weight Tarot or the Sodalite Crystal. All right. Pile number 3 is the Good Tarot or the Amethyst Crystal. Pile number 4 is the Ethereal Visions Tarot or the Green Aventurine Crystal. And pile number 5 is the Morgan Greer Tarot or the Red Jasper Crystal. I can't see anything, so I hope you can. We'll see at the end of the reading. Alright, so let's take a deep breath and relax. Take a moment, and whichever pile you're instinctively drawn to, that is your pile. If you are drawn to more than one, you can listen to both, but in no circumstance should you force fit any situation to match. All right, you will know instinctively. Sometimes the entire reading, I've said this many times before, there may be just one single thing that is a message for you, and the rest may not resonate. Just take that one single thing in that case. All right, so let's begin. We'll start with pile number 1. Let me just move these out of the way for now. Yes. Those who chose the Light Seers Tarot or the Clear Quartz Crystal, this is your reading. Can you see the crystal? We'll keep it right there. All right. So pile number 1, here we go. We begin with the Page of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. All right, pile number 1. What I can see is that there is a new idea which has come into your mind space, or it's come into your life, a new offer or a new idea or some new opportunity which you are incredibly passionate about. Now, this mustn't be something that you've always wanted. It could be, but the way the rest of the cards are, I feel this is something which has come out of the blue. but it has really, it's not just a fancy for you. You feel that this is what it is that you've been waiting for, all right? So this is what is coming to you, but it's something that you've uh, not really given it much thought before. This is just sudden, it's almost reminds me of my own tarot journey, that I never had any inclination towards tarot before. And one fine day, just so happened out of the blue, in January 2020, I just went and ordered my first set of tarot cards. There was nothing that would tell me that I'm going to do this. And everyone around me was totally taken by surprise, because they didn't expect it either. And they were not very happy with it either, because what happens is, when there is something which just starts all of a sudden with no forewarning whatsoever, even people around you feel that you're acting on a whim and that you're not serious about it. And this, I believe, pile number one, is what you're going through. There is something that is just, the feeling is so strong to start something, but the people around you are possibly not very happy with it and not very encouraging about it, because you've never shown inclination towards this thing before. And that has what is got you into the Seven of Cups energy. And what you're doing is, you're wondering whether you're making the right choice, or should you listen to the people around you and look for something else. So this is the uh, situation that you are in, and what you're going through right now. And what you're being asked to do is, whatever your options are, put it in front of you and see what is it that you are actually drawn to the most. And ask yourself these questions as to why is it do you think it's going to be a passing phase, or is this feeling so strong that when you keep it aside because everyone is telling you to keep it aside, then is it possible that when you put yourself into something else, this doesn't come into your mind? Or does this keep popping up, this feeling that, no, I should give it a try, I should give it a try, I should give it a try? Is it really that compelling? If it is, and that's the lesson that you need to learn, pile number one, you get the Ace of Swords. Be completely honest with yourself, pile number one. If you are really drawn to do this, and you believe you found your true calling, and even if down the road you find that maybe this is not the thing to do, but right this minute the feeling is so strong for you to do this, then pile number one, you should go for it. And that is what you're being asked to do, is to be extremely, extremely honest with yourself. Because when we sit quietly, we also understand whether something is just a fancy, or we really, you know, truly charged up to do something and take it forward. Maybe after a year, or maybe, a year or two down the line, you might find that, no, this is not for me, which is also okay. Yes, you've put in something, but if you just, because you're worried that something may not go well after a year or two, that does not mean that, you should stop putting your effort into something. Actually, I'm a little distracted right now because there's a call coming up. I'm going to just um, pause the reading for a minute, and I'm coming back to you right now, so that we are not interrupted again. Sorry, there was a call coming up. Usually I keep my phone on airplane mode when I record. I've got this new contraption which I'm not comfortable about, and if I take it out, the entire setting changes. And I've been seeing calls coming up, so that's very distracting. I forgot to put it off. I still haven't, but I usually receive calls from a few people, so I've just sent them a message not to call back. And the best part is, because of this light, I'm not able to see the pause button, so I couldn't pause it. I actually switched it off and I've started again. Well, let's get back to your reading. I'm sorry for that big break. All right, so what we were saying was, yes, you need to be really honest as to what you want, pile number one. Because when you feel that passion within you, when it is so strong, just because the people around you haven't seen this passion, on why people around you, maybe you haven't seen it either, come for this particular thing, whatever has entered your life right now, people might tell you that, it's a whim and it's not going to work out. Down the line, you might regret it. Well, so be it. At least the choice that you made is yours. at least 5 years down the line, you won't think back and say that if I had done this, maybe it would have been great. So if this feeling is really strong, you can mull over it for a while. And if you feel that this passion for that particular thing is growing and you feel your creative juices, I mean, I don't even know what it is. If you feel very passionately towards this, whatever it is, be it a job, be it your own venture, be it somebody in your life, whoever it is, whatever it is, be extremely honest with yourself, give yourself time, and make that decision from your heart. All right? What is leaving you this time? And you get the 10 of Cups. Now, the 10 of Cups leaving you means it could be that when you take this decision of following your heart, your family will not be standing by you. Not to say that they're going to disown you or kick you out of the family. I mean, it's possible. I mean, in a, say, a love situation, at least in places like India, there are certain pockets wherein parents are so um, in so much in disagreement with the connection that they actually tend to disown their child if they fall for somebody who's not, who who is not compatible, whom they believe is not compatible with their family, maybe because they're from a different region or a different cultural background, etc., etc. All right. So, but in this case, if it is a career situation or whatever the situation is, what they are trying to tell you is that you may not find the support that you're looking for from your family when you want to go in this direction. All right. And so because of that, what's going to come up, you get the Five of Wands, which would be a lot of arguments, and it won't be a little pleasant when you finally make up your mind. If you're making up your mind that this is what I want, and you find that you don't have that support from your family, then what's going to happen is that you will follow your truth, you will go behind what you want, but you may have to go through a little bit of an uncomfortable period right now. But then again, it is for you to decide. Do you want to have arguments with your family members and go after what you want, or would you like to have this um, fight between your head and heart in your head all the time? Because if you listen to what your family has to say and what the people around you have to say, uh, and if you change your mind because of that, then this discomfort, this Five of Wands, this fighting will take place between your head and your heart for a long time. And it's not really worth it that you go down another 4 5 years and then think back, I should have done that when I got the opportunity. That was something I really wanted to do. So you shouldn't have that kind of regret. Now, I'm not saying to go with this, and I'm not saying to go against your family, and I'm also not saying to go with your family. The choice is entirely yours. What I'm saying is give it time, think about it, and whatever decision you finally make, be all in with that decision so that you have no regrets later. All right, pile number one. Now, let me give you an advice from Spirit. What is it? What advice are you getting from the moon, considering that the full moon is also around the corner? All right. What is the advice for pile number one? What is the advice for pile number one? Oh, wow. That's a lot. I won't take that. I'll take the one which fell anymore. Okay. Here. You get new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. So if you're worried that things will not work out, if you're worried that you won't find support, this is just temporary, pile number one. Work through your fears. What is it that's stopping you from taking that decision confidently? All right. And bottom of the deck energy, you get full moon in Virgo, which says you are good enough. So if no one supports you, but you feel really strongly towards it, just remember that you are good enough. You're very capable of following your dreams and reaching the goal that you are, whatever you have envisioned, you do that and more. you are good enough. You have all what it takes to move ahead. All right. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope the reading resonated with you. I hope you get that clarity soon, so that one way or the other, your mind is at rest as to which direction that you want to go. All right. Your mind, your heart. It's very, very important for you to be at peace. All right. With that, we come to pile number 2, those who chose the Universal Weight Tarot or the Sodalite Crystal. All right. This is your reading. I'll lay down your cards. We begin with the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. Pile number got this very same card in the very same place. Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, and Temperance. All right, pile number 2. Right now, you're in this 4 of Swords energy. You've taken a step back and you're reflecting on everything that's happened in the past. You're mulling over what's to come in the future, what you should do. And to help you in this situation are a whole lot of opportunities in front of you. Whether they are helping you or it is because of these opportunities that you've gone into this self-reflective mode. But the fact is that you are wondering which direction to go. You don't want to be in a hurry. You don't want to make the wrong choice. And so you're mulling over it. And what lessons will you learn from this situation that you're in? And you get the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles basically says that there is a solid offer that is going to come your way. And when you weigh these options, you will actually, if you are in this mode and you follow your intuition, all right, you will actually be able to see out of this option which is the most solid offer. And that is what you're going to follow. Now, will you make the right decision? Yes, pile number 2, you will. Because what is leaving you at this time is the Moon. The Moon talks about confusion, clouded thinking, and that is what's going to leave you, because you are in the self-reflective mode and you are in touch with your intuition, and you will be able to make the right choice as to what is the solid offer that you need to follow. And with your confusion going off and your intuition getting stronger, what's coming in for you is Temperance, which is a beautiful card to get. This card talks about balance, where you balance your head and your heart. When you balance out, you know, the yin and the yang, it's about total balance in every way. What happens is that you're in complete harmony and you're able to move forward. Temperance is also the card of patience. So maybe this reflective mode doesn't, change like that. You have to give yourself time to think about it and weigh those options. And when you're connected with your intuition, that inner voice which is quiet but which is confident enough, if you listen to it, don't listen to the fears. Your fears are the ones which scream in your head. All right? Intuition is always a quiet voice inside. But if you pay attention, you will find, when we give our intuition some credit, the voice grows stronger. All right? Instead, we listen to our fears and our anxiety. So now that you're on this mode already, give it time. Think about it. And think about, along with what is most beneficial, also think about what is most fulfilling. That it will be most beneficial in the long run. All right? And then with your confusion being cleared up and your intuition getting strong, you'll reach that place of complete harmony and balance. So you'll be able to make that right choice for you. All right? This was a very simple, quick reading, pile number 2, unlike pile number 1. And we'll take one card from Spirit as an advice for you. What is the advice, the Spirit, for pile number 2? And you get 3 cards. Wow, that's a lot of advice. A time for healing. This is beautiful, which you're already in with this 4 of Swords. It's a time to release negativity. So if you have any doubts about yourself or about the situation, releases the negativity. Or maybe you've already made this decision, but then you feel that you won't you won't be good enough, then you're being asked to release any kind of negative thinking. Adjustments are required. So even if you've decided on one particular thing, what is causing confusion is you thinking about things will be different if I take this path, it will not be what I'm used to. So spirit is saying, yes, if you take something new, if you get out of your comfort zone, adjustments will be required. But if you're really called to do something, go for it. All right, and you get bottom of the deck energy is new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. All right, so right now when you begin anything, any journey that you begin, you have to be the one who's putting in effort. What comes out of it, how fulfilling it is, what it brings you will come later. But first, it is your involvement, your passion, your you have to give it your all before you start receiving. So right now it's a time to give rather than take. So make take your time for healing, take your time for releasing negativity, take your time to make that decision. And when you listen to your intuition and that decision comes to you, and your confusion and your doubts are all out of the way, you will make a choice that will bring you a lot of fulfillment. But you will have to make certain adjustments because of this decision, which you should be ready to take, because if something is important to you, then you have to make compromises. That is the way life is, right? But then at the end of the day, what are you getting? You're getting this beautiful energy of balance, complete balance, which is not something which everyone has. We all hope to have it, and you are getting it. So that's wonderful, pile number 2. So that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, do consider giving it a like, comment, share, and do subscribe if you are called to. And with that, we come to pile number 3, those who chose the Good Tarot or the Amethyst crystal. Let's lay down your cards. We begin with the Tower, the Moon, 9 of Fire or 9 of Wands, 7 of Fire, the 7 of Wands, and the Empress. Wow! 3 major arcana and very strong energies here. All right, pile number 3. You are going through, or you are about to go through a tower moment. So if you feel tension building up, or if you're already in the tower moment and you feel that it's almost like your entire being is shaken. Okay, it doesn't have to actually be physical, but it could also be your entire thinking shifting, or some situation that either a situation or a person or an article you read, anything, something brings about drastic change in your life. And that is the tower moment. And right now you're going through this. So for each person, their tower moment will be something different, all right? So you're going through this. Now, in this, actually, it's a beautiful, steady tower that's come here, a tower, okay? Usually what they show is that the tower is, there's fire inside it and the people are falling off. And in one odd deck, there is these people with masks falling off. So basically they're trying to tell you, if there was something, you were not being your authentic self, then that mask is falling off. Or if you had a certain way of thinking, or you've been following what your family says, and suddenly you have that eureka moment that no, what we are doing was wrong, and this is, there is another way to go about it, which would be much better and which you resonate with. Something like that is happening in your life right now. And how can you best tide past this? And you get the Moon. Now the Moon can be a card of lot of self-doubt, confusion, wondering which way to go. But again, if you listen to your intuition, and if you can actually calm yourself down, then this is actually a card of intuition, the Moon. All right? So maybe when your entire world is shaken up right now, the only way out at this particular time is for you to settle down, calm yourself down instead of waiting for someone else to do it for you, and get in touch with that inner voice. Your inner guidance is so strong. It may be a meek voice, but if you take heed, it is such a strong force and it will never get you wrong. It's like your internal lighthouse. It will let you know which way to go. We don't hone our intuition. That's why we keep second guessing ourselves. But all the answers that we need are right inside of us. We just have to listen to it and let it guide us. All right. And this is what you're being asked to do. Listen to your intuition. And what lesson will you learn from this? And you get the Nine of Fire. Now, the Nine of Fire in this is depicted so beautifully. But the Nine of Fire usually talks about, you know, someone who's really put in a lot of effort, uh, and their cycle is, all that effort that they're putting, the cycle is almost complete. It gets complete with the Ten of Wands, which is actually a person who's overburdened and is going to keep the bundle of sticks down. That's how it's depicted in the original Rider-Waite. All right. So in this, what they're telling you is you have put in a lot of effort towards something, or you worked a lot towards whatever it is that you have in your mind. But this, with this Tower moment, you are shaken up right now. But what you're being asked to see is to, just look at all the magic that has been there in your life. All right, be grateful for whatever you've done. You've come a very long way. Don't let one moment, which a tower is not something to be taken lightly. It will be something big. It'll be a huge shift. Even if it's in your thinking, the shift is huge. It is something that you haven't experienced before. So it is natural that you will be a little uncertain about which way to go because you didn't know what hit you, right? But what you're being asked to do is to see how far you have come, to see the effort that you've put in, and to know that your cycle is about 9 is almost there, 10 is completion, right? So you're almost there, and this is the lesson you've got to learn, that you've put in so much of effort for something. Nothing goes wasted. It's not futile. You learn the lessons from whatever you've gone through, but main thing is to see, here you get 9 of Fire, and this is 18, card number 18. This is also 9. So there is some completion that is happening, and the lesson you need to learn at this time is to trust your intuition. It will not guide you towards your doom. Your intuition will always take you to a place which is the best for you, for your heart, for your peace and your happiness. All right. What's leaving you at this time is the Seven of Fire. So if there's a feeling of competition that you've been having all this while, you've been after something, you've been in the go, you've been fighting for what you want, competing with people, well, this is the energy that's leaving you right now. All right. You have put an effort, and now this period where you need to keep fighting for what you want, competing for what you want, this is leaving you right now. And what's coming in, this is so beautiful, pile number 3. Nothing less than the Empress. All right, so what you need to do now is to hold on to whatever you have. This 9 of Fire here is telling you that you've put in a lot of effort. Enough of striving and competing now. Let this energy go. Wait, you have done your bit. There's been this huge shift. Just be in touch with your intuition and just wait. Allow things to come in, manifest. And this is what's coming your way. You are going to be in your Empress energy, which means you are going to be the epitome of abundance of every kind. People are going to see your glow up. You're going to be abundant in every way. You're going to be fertile. I mean, if you are actually looking to have a family, this is a great time to have it. But if it is just about your creative ideas, you're fertile in every way. All right, so this is such a beautiful energy to end your reading with. That's what is coming into your life. You're getting there. So this Tower energy has shaken things up in your life, just so that you can be the Empress, okay, and have it all. And now we'll take out advice from Spirit from this Moonology deck. What is the advice for pile number 3, Spirit? much advice. Okay, we'll take that. I'm stubborn enough. Oh, 3 cards. Okay. What do you need to release? So this, when this tower moment comes, you know, it's going to shake your foundations. And that's when you need to decide on what has been holding you in this position where this tower had to happen. All right. It's only when we stop, we don't see things which spirit is trying to show us. Okay, we've been shown that this is no longer, this is not good for you, you should leave it, you should move forward, but you don't want to give it. Then one fine day the tower just, just happens, that tower moment, and things come tumbling down. And now you're being asked to look at your situation, see how far you've come, and decide on what you need to release. And there's no need to fear, because guess what you get? You get new moon in Sagittarius, which says luck is on your side. All right, pile number 3, luck is on your side. Wow, look at this. They said leave the 7 of fire. I told you, you're here at 9 of fire. Your cycle is coming to an end, and see what you get. You get the gibbous moon. You are very close to achieving your goal. Do you see that? So this is what you get. This is so, so beautiful. And the last card, the bottom of the deck energy you get is bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. All right. So in this case, bring love to yourself. All right. Just because you're here at the 9 of Wands and you feel you worked so hard and you're almost feeling burdened, and you feel that the competition is gone. I mean, you are out of the competition, and if you feel that way, just be kind to yourself. All right, you're very close to achieving your goal. You need to bring love into the situation, as in you need to bring love for yourself. Be kind to yourself. If someone is going through a hard time and they put in a lot of effort and they find that things have come tumbling down in some area of their life, how are you going to help them? You're going to be kind towards them. You're going to tell them that whatever they've done has been great and they need to hold on, right? So when we have this great advice to give other people, why is it that we can't give that to ourselves? Now, this is the time you need to hold on and tell yourself that you have been wonderful, you have done a great job, you have had that tower moment, and this tower moment is what has got you in touch with your intuition. All right? Now, give it time, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and guess what? Here, luck is on your side, and you're going to emerge the Empress. And when I say Empress, it doesn't matter whether you are a man or a woman watching this. This is not gender specific. We are talking about energies. The Empress energy is an abundant energy. You're going to come to a place of great abundance. All right? So that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, do consider giving it a like, share, comment, and if you choose to do so, then please do subscribe to it as well. And with that, we come to pile number 4, those who chose the Ethereal Visions or the green Aventurine crystal. All right, here is your reading. We begin with the 7 of Pentacles, the Well. This is a card, this and the card of the Artist are specific only to this deck. The other cards don't have it. You get the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the Fool. I like the way your reading is going to end. This is beautiful energy. All right, pile number 4. What's happening at this time in your life is that you've put in a lot of effort, you've planted your seeds, and you're not able to see the sprout. Or if it is, you find that people around you, their plants are already, they're sprouting leaves, and the leaves are growing, and yours is just a little shoot that's come up, nothing more than that. And you're a little disappointed. You've got the best fertilizer that you've used, you've put great manure, you've put in a lot of effort, and you feel that even people around you haven't put in as much effort as you have, but you're not able to see anything. This is the energy that you're in. And what you're being asked to do during this time is to know The well card is the card of Mother Gaia. It's the card of the earth. It's the card which tells you there is enough for everybody. It's the card to tell you that there is so much abundance around you. Show gratitude for what you have. When you show gratitude for what you have, Mother Gaia is going to give you the best crop you've ever seen. All right, so no matter what seed you have sown in whichever area of your life it is, be patient. All right, and believe that you are abundant and that abundance will flow through you, to you, and through you. All right, you will get into that King of Pentacles energy, wherein the king is never worried if he gives a lot of gold coins to somebody that is he's suddenly going to run out of money. He's not worried. He knows there's going to be a steady flow of income. I mean, not income, riches. He's never going to fall short of his riches. He's in that place of abundance, right? And this is what you are being guided to see, that you are an abundant being and there's enough on this planet for everybody. But if you start having this lack mindset, or if you start showing distrust, and if you start thinking that, keep comparing yourself to the people around you, basically you're showing lack. You cannot manifest abundance if you have a lack mindset, pile number 4. So this is what you are being asked to see, all right? And what lessons you need to learn, you get the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords is a lesson about heartbreak, right? So it's possible in this case that you're heartbroken over the fact that people who have put less effort than you are people who are actually reaping great rewards. All right, so you feel that person A, B, and C who are around you, they haven't put in half the effort. They haven't used half the material that you have. They haven't given it. They're all like you have, but they're just on a roll. And look at you, where are you? You've got nothing. It is because you're thinking like this, and this is the lesson that you need to learn. It is because you're trying to manifest something from this place where you're heartbroken and you feel that you haven't been recognized, and the universe doesn't seem to have your back. That's what you feel. And it is because you don't trust in this abundance that you're not able to see this abundance. That's why it's not coming to you. You are blocking your own manifestation. It's like saying a prayer, God, please give me, please give me a big house. And then after that, coming back and thinking, but how can you give me a big house? I really don't have so much of money with me. It's not possible for me to get a big house. So what are you doing? You are blocking yourself from getting that big house because you've said a prayer, you've put out what you want to manifest, but then you keep talking yourself down and keep saying that it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Then it's not going to happen. That's as simple as that. So that's what you're being guided to do, this is the lesson you need to learn, that when you have put in effort, don't look left or right at what others are doing and wait. You keep doing the good work. This world is abundant and it's waiting to give you its abundance, but you need to manifest it from a place of gratitude and not from a place of lack. All right, what's leaving you at this time is the Four of Swords. So it's no time for self-reflection right now. Action is about to begin. So if you think that it's been a lull, you've put in that work and now you feel that I'm not going to get anything, I might as well stop putting in effort. You're guided to not think like that, and you will not be able to, because what's going to happen is this beautiful Fool. This is wonderful energy. This is a major arcana. This is going to happen. You are going to start afresh. And this energy is so positive. You've got this radiant sun behind and this person who hasn't a care for the world. And guess what? When you start off with this energy that I'm going to start afresh and it's all going to be fine, it actually turns out to be wonderful. All right, pile number 4. So you need to change your thinking, get out of your lack mindset, be grateful. In fact, you can write a journal down, write in a journal every single day before you go to sleep at night, the 5 things that you're grateful for, the 10 things that you're grateful for that you had in this day. And you thank the Lord for so much abundance in your life, instead of pointing out, I didn't have this, I don't have this, they have that. okay, I've got this, but they have this and this. No, no comparisons. Just be happy with what you have and just see what you're going to get. It's going to be great. Your life is your own. You don't judge it based on other people's lives. All right. So that's all there is for you, pile number 4. Now let's just take out an advice card from Spirit, from this Moonology deck. What guidance can you get? Let's see. Advice for pile number 4, Spirit. What do they need to know right now? Wow. Show the world the real you. This is such a beautiful card. You know, the Fool card is also that of the Aquarius, and this you get full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. So what you're being asked to do is that whatever effort you're putting in, don't look at what others are doing it. If you have a unique way of doing it, and you have been doing that and seeing that there are no results, and people are doing it in one way and everyone's doing it one way, and you put in that effort to do it in a different way, but it's not paying, you're being asked, you're being guided by Spirit to say, continue doing your own unique thing. When that abundance comes, it's going to be much more than what the other people are doing. But don't look at them. They've got their own journey, they've got their own life. They will also get abundance in the way that they are meant to get it, and you will get it in the way you are meant to get it. So if you have been doing something unique, don't stop doing that. That's the message from Spirit. All right. And here, look at that bottom of the deck energy. You get waxing crescent moon, which says have faith in your dreams. Just because you put in effort and you're not able to see things happen right now does not mean that big things are not happening for you. Get out of your lack mindset. Get out of sympathizing with yourself. Get out of that energy of okay, I'm taking a step back. No, keep working on your craft with the belief that you will get abundance, and with gratitude for all that is there in your life presently, and keep doing your unique, whatever that was unique to you, what's special to you, what is your specialty. Keep doing that, and you're going to have new beginnings in whatever you're doing. And if you have faith in your dreams, you will find your dreams will come true, and things will be even better than what you have hoped for. All right. So that's all I have for you, pile number 4. I hope this reading helped, and I hope you get to see that abundance soon. And if that does happen, please do consider giving this a like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know actually when things work out in your favor. That will be really nice. I'd love to hear your success story. All right. So that's it for you, pile number 4. And now we begin with pile number 5. Those who chose the Morgan Greer Tarot or the Red Jasper crystal. All right. Here is your reading. We begin with the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the Star, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Moon. All right, pile number 5. What's happening right now is that there's a lot of competition in whatever you're doing, whether it's your work front, whether it's at home. There's this feeling of you need to work harder. You need to be abreast with everything that's happening around you. You need to be with the other people. You just don't want to be left behind. So there's this continuous hustle, feeling of hustling in your life. All right, you have to keep doing something. And how can you tide past this? You get the 5 of Wands, which is again arguments, a lot of arguments, whether it's within you or it is with the people around you. But it's this constant struggle to stay afloat. All right, or to not just say stay afloat, but to just be in the race, shall we call it? Because this 7 of Wands always gives me that energy. Just a minute, I'll have a sip of water. So this is where you are, and what lessons you need to learn from this situation is Star. The Star talks about hope for one, and secondly it talks about being your own authentic self. So no matter what anyone is doing, you want to stay with them, you want to be in the rat race, say, you're being asked to, this was something like pile number 4. What you're being asked to do with the star, which is the card of the Aquarius, is that be your unique self. Whatever happens, to stay, in the game, you don't have to do what everyone is doing. You have to be authentic to who you are. And you can still continue your arguments and fights and be there, but you don't have to be in the same energy that the people around you are in. If you've got a better way of doing things, which is very difficult, different from the way others are doing it, don't stifle that uniqueness of yours. Let it show. And this is what the lesson that you're going to learn at this time is that what is that special something that you have to offer pile number 5? If there are 10 people who are, working towards the same goal, and everyone wants to get there first, they want to make it their reality. You are one of these 10 people, right? Now, if each person shows that they have something unique to give, won't that end, when they come to the goal, each person has something else that they'll achieve from it. Now, what you're being advised to do is, just because all these 9 people are doing it in a certain way, does not mean that you also are meant to do it that way. You are being guided to learn that there is something unique about you. You think differently from people. And so you don't have to try and fit into the mold to get there, to that goal. Everyone has a different path that they need to follow. And maybe right now you're just looking, just ahead of you, that no, all I want is that job. Maybe these 10 people are showing whatever talent they have for that job. And maybe when you show your talent, they will not give you that job, but they'll give you something better, because they find that, oh my God, this person is not suited for this job. We need to give him a raise and put him somewhere else, because this person, him or her, because this person is exceptional. They are overqualified for the job that they've applied for. They are meant to do something better. All right, so this is what you're being advised, pile number 5, that do not stifle the unique person that you are. Let it come out. Let people see that side of you. What's leaving you this time is the 6 of Pentacles. Now, 6 of Pentacles is a card of equal give and take. This could also come in 2 ways. Maybe you're being asked to get out of the rat race altogether and start something of your own. With the 6 of Pentacles leaving you, what comes to mind is that, here there is this person who is giving gold coins here, right? And he's giving everyone equally. So it could be that you no longer need to work under somebody. Maybe you are guided to do something which is unique, which is your own. Maybe start your own business. Do your own thing, not work for somebody, because this 6 of Pentacles is what's leaving you right now. So maybe all this competition and all this fighting is not meant for you. You are meant to shine in some other area, completely different from this. You're not meant to work for somebody. You're meant to work for your own self, pile number 5. You can give it a thought. Maybe it's already there in your mind. What's coming in is the moon. You are going to get very strong intuitive hits, pile number 5. Very strong intuitive hits. This confusion is going to go. You are going to find out that there's something better for you, and you are going to be able to see that. It's going to be shown to you either in your dreams or just suddenly, intuitively. If you are the kind who meditates, then maybe during your meditation or during your sleep, something, but it's going to be very, very clear to you. Things are going to be illuminated, and you will be able to see what your path ahead is. And what I am picking up very strongly here is that you are going to start something on your own, which will not be working with people. You will be on your own. You may be the one who's, either work completely on your own, maybe, start your own business, or start something online or whatever. But you are not going to be working for wages anymore from somebody. It's not going to be a regular job. You're not going to have to compete with anybody like you have been, is what I'm picking up. Let's see what spirit has for you, pile number 5. Let's see what advice the moon has to give you, since you're going to get the moon, which is very strong in your reading. You're going to really you know be connected to your intuition. What's the advice for pile number 5, dear spirit? What's the advice for pile number 5? What's the advice for pile number 5? Oops. Okay. Your hard work is paying off. Isn't that wonderful? So you are putting in effort, that's being noticed, but beyond that, I feel there's something more for you. So this could be when I said that, you might be given another, you might be fighting with these people for a particular position, but you'll be giving something more, because that's when you show your uniqueness. And that's what this is. Your hard work is paying off. It's time to take action. So in this case, it is not about just fighting with these people and staying there, but is to show your uniqueness, show that special something that you have to offer. It's time to take action and show that, put that out there for people to see. A new romantic cycle begins. Now this may be for some of you. In this case, I feel it's less romantic. It's more about your romance with yourself. This is new moon in Libra. In the sense that you are going to be able to begin, this talks more to me about self-love in this reading. You are going to love your own uniqueness, your own ideas, and you are finally going to let people see the real you. You're going to come out from your hibernation, from your hiding, and you've been showing a different side to people, the side that everybody is showing, the side that you feel that everybody wants to see, because everyone is in a certain way. You've been behaving in that way. You've not been showing what you really have, and you're being asked to show that. And when you do, and when you actually take that action to show the world the real you, when you start seeing yourself and how worthy you are, and pour that love into yourself and show the world who you really are, then you will find that this pays off. And either you'll start something afresh and not work for anybody, or you'll be taken further ahead in your career, okay? And you get emotions are running high. And at this particular time, with all this happening, yes, you may be tense, you may be worried that you're not going to make it, but pile number 5, there's something great that's going to happen for you. All right, and I feel that you're going to go solo. You're going to do something really great. And with the star card, can you see this star which is shining so bright? You are going to make a place for yourself which even you haven't imagined. All right, so that's all I have for you, pile number 5. Don't give up. Put in your effort, but make sure that you actually believe the fact that you are the star. All right, and everyone doesn't get this card. If you are the star, it's because there is something unique about you, and you need to accept that. You need to actually be so proud of yourself. Work on it. If you have self-worth issues, self-love issues, you need to really work on it, because you are meant to do great things, pile number 5. All right, you're not supposed to be run of the mill like everybody else, but you need to see that for yourself, right? So that's all I have for you, pile number 5. And for all of those who have been with me this far, thank you very much for being here and let me read for you. And till next time, stay good, stay happy. Bye bye.